Last Friday night, she's a senior, and of course, senior number 34, Kinsey Johnston. Tonight's starting lineups presented by Vintage Hills Assisted Living and Memory Care Facility. Vintage Hills of Indianola offers assisted living and memory care in beautiful apartment homes. Get the lifestyle you want with the services and amenities that will make your life easier at Vintage Hills of Indianola. And for the Eagle starters,
your starting lineups presented by Miniga Pest Control. It's a standard five now that Carly Anderson has returned at guard. A junior at 5'8", number 11, Jenna Van Manen. A junior guard at 5'5", number 12, Emery Agri. A junior guard averaging just under 20 points per game at 5'7", number 13, Jocelyn Terpstra. Freshman guard at 5'6". That's right, Indianola folks. Another Kak Marinsky on the way. It's Faith at 15, and Carly Anderson, the junior, at 5'6", a freshman, wearing number 21. Your starting lineups are presented by Miniga Pest Control. Sean and his team want to kill your bugs. Call 628-3198 for Miniga Pest Control. And Swadner, you are listening to Pella Christian Eagles basketball, powered by Bank Iowa on the KRLS 2 stream at KNIAKRLS.com and the Indianola High School YouTube channel, as we're just at the top of the hour and a few minutes away from our opening tip.
Absolutely. We want to welcome those watching the Indianola Activities YouTube here this evening. Indianola basketball powered by Community First Credit Union on KNIAKRLS.com. KRLS 2 stream. Tonight's starting lineups. Our keys to the game are in the book. We'll have the colors of the game as well as our game time temperature after this on the Downey Tire Pros radio pregame show on KNIAKRLS.com. Back after this.
They took the time to evaluate my problems. They really listened to me and wanted to help me get back to living a pain-free life. I would recommend Kinetic Edge 10 out of 10. I have seen functional improvement in my entire well-being, both mental and physical, and I'm enjoying life again. If you have pain and movement issues like I did, you should call Kinetic Edge 2, 621-0230.
Check your local paper for 4 great coupons available to use right now at the Pella and Knoxville Hy-Vee stores. Select varieties of Campbell's chicken noodle or tomato soup are just 68 cents per can. Select varieties of Hy-Vee orange juice are only 88 cents for a half-gallon jug. 8515 lean ground chuck from the meat case is only $2.99 a pound with a minimum 1 pound purchase. And select varieties of 24-ounce Pepsi products 6-pack bottles are just $1.99 each plus deposit. These coupons are good now through Tuesday, December 14th at the Pella and Knoxville Hy-Vees.
Our team at D. Armand Ford Indianola are committed to giving you an exceptional ownership experience.
As a family-owned business, my dad and I are in the dealership every day to ensure you experience the D. Armand difference.
Our core values of hard work, honesty, trust, and integrity are what we build our business on.
Experience the difference at the all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola,
where you'll actually enjoy doing business.
The all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola, DarmandFord.com.
At Downey Tire Pros, we love the drive. We know it's not just about horsepower and cargo capacity. It's about the miles driven, the time shared, and the songs sung. Life is lived best in motion, ready for any adventure and facing every turn head on. Downey Tire Pros will help keep you on the road with a full lineup of Michelin and BI Goodrich tires. With Downey Tire Pros by your side, you can continue to explore the unfamiliar. That's our promise to you. Visit us online today. Downey Tire Pros, we're more than just tires.
Back. Downey Tire Pros radio pregame show on KNIAKRLS.com. He's Andrew Schneider. I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola Activities YouTube and the KRLS 2 stream. Indianola hosting the Eagles of Pella Christian. Had our keys to the game earlier, but pretty much they rallied around Indianola shooting better than they did earlier this week, and Pella Christian playing some of their best defense this year and getting some other scorers to step up was the main gist of it. But Andrew, it could be a pretty special night, as a very good potential for just the 5th scorer in Indianola history to reach the 1,000-point mark on the girls' basketball side. I know you've gotten a chance to see her, but Lauren Blake is 8 points away from reaching the 1,000-point mark, and again, just 1 of 5 as soon as she hits that.
You say 1 of 5, and that surprises me only because I know that Grace and Maggie were here. I know Maggie transferred her senior year, so those two obviously very good contenders back in that state tournament run. But Lauren is, and I've been here now 8 years, certainly one of the best female athletes I've seen from my chair, and obviously for people who don't know, I've covered Pella PC for the last 7+ years. So Phenomenal athlete, all-state volleyball player. I know that if she chose to play softball, she'd probably be that good too. Kind of runs in the family, as I know, the ability with hand-eye coordination. But obviously basketball is kind of her number one sport and what she plans to play after college. And as far as I know, very kind young lady too, which is always important to, say, yeah, she's a great athlete, but as I understand, she's a great role model for a lot of kids coming up here in Indianola, a great representative, as is the Blake family of this entire community. So really excited to celebrate her tonight. I know that, yes, I'm always happy when the Pella PC kids hit milestones, and I've had my fair share of state record breakers between the Eagles and the greatest players in Iowa high school football history at Pella High. But Indianola joining the conference was really, really cool, and this is the reason why. You get to see these once-in-a-generation athletes who get to put together an incredible resume, and she's the key to this team. If she continues to score at the clip she scores, they very well could be one of the final 8 teams playing in Des Moines coming up in March.
And that's very what we hope to see. And again, I have to double-check on this because there's varying reports, but from what I understand, Lauren does not know that she is only 8 points away, but everyone else seems to know. So she goes back and
That's often the case.
Yeah.
I don't think she's on varsity bound doing the math that I just did to make sure. We're at 992, folks, for this incredible senior athlete.
992, and I don't believe the game will be stopped, but we're certainly going to make note of it up here. We're working radio, but
I bet a lot of people in front of us know.
I bet a lot of people know. I know the student section knows, and I know the coaches and players definitely know.
So when Allison Van Gorp got hers last year, it was at Pella, and they did stop the game for her.
Okay.
Pella did, at the request of Coach Ingbers, and the entire Eagle student section had 1,000-point signs and all the above. So I think Allison knew it was coming. It's a little early in the season, so, Lauren's an incredible athlete. I guess that's probably the last thing on her mind.
Yeah.
It's to beat PC
It's
tonight.
just a really cool event, and I'm really fun to be a part, or really happy to be a part of it, and it's something really fun to be a part of.
Make sure you got a recording there, Swad Father, so we can get it in the end of your highlights, which are coming up soon.
Well, I also got a chance to be a part of Evan Gogger breaking the all-time scoring record, too, here at Indianola, so that was...
You've been here for a while, Swider. That's what happens.
Couple of fun ones, but let's do today's colors of the game. Andrew, what do we have?
Presented by Pella Engraving and Sign. Indianola is in their standard home fare tonight with the purple numbers, the white jerseys, the gold trim. Eagles are in their standard road fare with the maroon base and the white numbers, gold trim for the Eagles. Your colors of the game presented by Pella Engraving and Sign. Whether it's a colorfully designed event banner, car wrap, or business sign, let the professionals at Pella Engraving and Sign bring it to life. And we are just minutes away from our opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply. Also a lot of other action going on our Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard.
Absolutely. Before we get to that, I do want to mention our game time temperature presented by Quality Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Just for those driving out there, maybe watching and planning on attending the boys game later or just getting at some point, it is very foggy outside. Take your time. Leave plenty of time to travel.
Yep.
It is 39 degrees out and very foggy with some projected maybe snowfall late tonight. We'll wait and see. Still projected to come down at this point, but obviously a lot of things up in the air. Today's game time temperature presented by Quality Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. No hidden fees, just one great price on plumbing, heating, and cooling services to keep you comfortable. Any thoughts before we wrap things up here and take a quick break before the opening tip?
Yeah, and our Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard, we've got Pella at Norwalk here tonight. Knoxville's at Sheraton live on KNIA 3. Pella at Norwalk's on KRLS. And then Pleasantville at Van Meter on the KRLS 3 stream at KNIA-KRLS.com. We'll also have updates from Newton and Oskaloosa, and then Grinnell versus DCG, which will be a great girls game here tonight.
Absolutely. You've been listening to the Downey Tire Pros radio pregame show, locally owned Downey Tire Pros, your home for hassle-free service in Indianola. Back after this on Indianola Activities YouTube and KNIA-KRLS.com for the opening tip of Game 1 of this Indianola Pella Christian doubleheader.
Can be a headache, especially when you're trying to work around your contractor's schedule. You don't have to worry about that with Mike Blom with Cabinet Design of Pella and Wood Harbor Cabinetry. Just ask Deb Shaw of Pella.
Mike was always very accommodating to our schedule. Anytime that we set up a time to meet, he always wanted to make sure it worked for us. Most of our meetings were in the evening, and it never bothered him to come out and be out here.
Hi, I'm Mike Blom, the cabinet guy. Cabinet Design of Pella, where we expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations. 'Twas
As the night before Christmas, Santa looked all around. Not one little reindeer was to be found. He decided Two Rivers Card Troll all go to fill up his car since it was fairly low. He would not disappoint. His timing was right. Thank goodness for Two Rivers. The Card Troll pumps open all night.
Even Santa loves saving 4 cents off every gallon of gas at Two Rivers Card Troll pumps in Pella and Otley. Use your Two Rivers local card and you'll save 4 cents off every gallon of gas every time you fill up. Happy holidays from Pella's only locally owned gas station, Two Rivers Cooperative.
Inspiration can come from anywhere. At Pella Regional Health Center, we are inspired by excellence. As a local health system, we are able to provide the care and services that meet the real needs of the communities we serve. Let our medical excellence be your inspiration on your journey of well-being. Choose Pella Regional Health Center and experience inspired care for yourself. Visit us at pellahealth.org.
The holiday season is upon us, and with that comes the fun of decorating. McCoy True Value in Indianola has all the holiday decorations you're looking for, from trees to lights and their wide variety of holiday ornaments. McCoy True Value has what you need to make this holiday season a little more festive. And don't forget about the extra supplies like extension cords, exterior lights, and if you're like me, the smoke detectors when your family dinner goes wrong. When it comes to the holidays, McCoy True Value in Indianola has you covered. McCoy True Value, service with heart.
Yet another wonderful rendition of our national anthem is in the books. We welcome you inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on KNIA-KRLS.com. Indianola Activities YouTube. He's Andrew Schneider. I'm Andrew Swadner. Tonight's opening tip is presented by Dutch Mill Supply, your only locally owned lumberyard and building materials supplier. That's coming up next. Final thoughts before we get this thing going.
Well, I think we'll see some Indianola history here tonight. It's exciting for the Blake family and for Lauren and all she's done. And her season far from over, thankfully. Going to have an opportunity to kind of watch her from afar again until she comes back to Pella in a couple of months, I guess, or
and
a month and a
quick
half.
Correction to Pella Christian's starting lineup, correct?
Emery Agri is out. It looks like she is not dressed to play. She dealt with a lot of injuries last year, and also Jenna Van Manen out. So 2 starters that we thought were projected. Ball is in the air. And the tip goes to PC's Faith Kakmarinsky, and we're underway.
All right, so Kakmarinsky, I should get used to saying that one. Gets it over to Terpstra, now back up top.
I often say Kak.
Yeah, that sounds a little bit easier. It goes inside, turnaround shot is off the backboard, no good by Evelyn. Rebound comes down to Johnston. Here comes Lauren Blake. Goes right to the hoop, splits the defense, now kicks it back out Ortland. Pella Christian does a nice job getting back and finds Naughton at the top of the key. And the Indians set up their offense. Looks like a 2-3 zone coming out for the Eagles. Yeah, little Hawkeye Conference doubleheader. They go backdoor down low. Lauren Blake 6 points away as she gets the layup from 1,000, gets this scoring started.
If you hear the clicks, I'm trying to help Swadner capture some history here.
Thank you very much, and we appreciate that as Kakmarinsky breaks this kind of 3/4 court Indianola press, dribbling left side. Anderson now kicks it back out. Eagles reset up to Terpstra. Now back left side, Vandermolen. Eagles a little bit on the thin side today with a couple of starters not playing as Kakmarinsky has it up near half court. Eagles having a tough time getting it inside, but they're retaining possession. Now swings it back around. Dribbling baseline, Kakmarinsky looking for anywhere to go. Double teams. Now it's stolen away by Naughton, and here comes the Indians on the break again. Naughton dribbles it out right, finds Ortland wide open. She'll take the 3, too strong off the front of the rim, and over the back call looks like it's going to go against Kinsey Johnston, and the Eagles do a good job boxing out.
Yep, Carly Anderson was in great position there, and she's able to get the possession back, but that will also allow, with the foul call, Indianola to set into their press defense here.
6:41 to go, quarter number 1. Over the top pass, gets to Anderson, gets it over left to Terpstra. Terpstra 1-on-1 down to the hoop. Turnaround shot is off the back of the rim, no. Johnston with another rebound finds Naughton, and Indianola's on the move again. PC does a good job getting back, and Naughton's pass left towards Bishop, just a little bit behind her, and Indianola turns it over Eagles ball, 6:27 to go, quarter number 1. Length of the floor to go. Indianola leads 2-0.
And no surprise that Indianola wants to play some tempo and some pace. And I think the ease of the JV game will allow their bench to be a little bit deeper here today, knowing that they didn't really have to do much. It was a big lopsided win there, so I think they've got the full deck available for all 4 quarters here.
Could see a deeper Indianola bench. Good point, Andrew, as we see Terpstra bring the ball up the floor, and a McCoy True Value timeout is going to be taken by the Eagles just 1:45 into this contest. Let's do In Case You Missed It, presented by DeArmond Ford. 1:45 in, Lauren Blake 2 points, now 6 away from 1,000 in Indianola history.
Yeah, and more importantly, they're on the board first. I think that whenever you're trying to avoid an upset, it's so important to set the tone early. Indianola, I think, is a little out of sorts here. We've seen a turnover, a couple missed rebound opportunities, but otherwise I think that they are the ones who want to control the tempo of this game, and PC, again, being down Jenna Van Manen and Emery Agri. Did not know that until we got into the gym here tonight. That's a big deal. Emery Agri is the second leading scorer on this Eagles team.
And absolutely, it just kind of spreads the floor a lot, too, for this Eagles squad, who it's going to be tough against this Indianola interior defense. They're going to have to hit their shots from outside as Eagles have it. Sideline inbound, have to get it in, and near a 5-second call, but they find Anderson as she has the ball in the backcourt. Gets a screen left, dribbles baseline, well defended by Ortland. Indianola does a nice job collapsing. Kick back out top into the hand of Cack. Cack tries to split the defense. Layup is up, no good, and travel will be called on the floor. Thought there was a chance for a reach-in, but it looks like the other foot just hit the ground before, and Indianola's defense forces their turnover. 6 minutes to go, quarter number 1. Indianola leads 2-0. Naughton with the ball, gets it over to Ortland. Now back to Naughton, top of the key, finds Bishop. Naughton right wing, down low, Blake on the block, double teamed, has to try and kick it out, fakes one pass, now finds Naughton, she splits the defense, down low, Blake, layup is up and in. 4 points for Lauren Blake, 4 points away from 1,000. Press back on, Eagles try to go deep, pass tipped by Blake, but it goes right over to Terpstra. She almost loses it, layup is up and in, and the Eagles get a nice 2 on a press break, and they catch Indianola not getting back in time and letting a player go deep. Indians come right back into the corner for Ortland. Good ball movement, cross-court pass from Ortland to Mara Bishop on the right wing. Now back up top, Naughton. And the Indians reset as Naughton drives inside, puts up a floater, does not fall after it rattles around. Blake with the rebound and just lost the ball out of bounds, and it will be Eagles ball. Interior defense for Pella Christian doing well, and they're doing a nice job on the box outs.
Looks like we got a ribbon or band of some kind that fell off of some player. So here we go. Eagles, like you said, playing well in the paint so far, doing a good job of preventing some second chance opportunities for the Indians.
Vandermolen gets it, now back over to Anderson. Left side, pass stolen away by Naughton. Over the top pass down low, Ortland nearly stolen away. Ortland can't finish, and Pella Christian with the rebound.
Those shooting woes are continuing for Indianola.
Having trouble finding the bottom of the net. Pass goes left into the hands of Anderson. Indianola leads 4-2, 4:50 and counting. Pass down low on the baseline, stolen away by Naughton. She tried to save it into Blake, and it just goes off her hands and back out into the hands. Terpstra deep for 3, and Pella Christian leads as Terpstra's got all 5 for Pella Christian. Bishop breaks the press quickly, gets it down low. Johnston out to Ortland, and Pella Christian back too quickly, and Indianola has to set up their half court despite initially getting some fast break opportunity. Naughton drives inside, down low. Johnston nearly out of her hands and has to just save it back in, and it's stolen away by Terpstra. Eagles lead 5-4, 4:17 and counting to go in the first quarter, and they have the ball.
2 turnovers and 3 rebounds here for PC have given them some extra life, and they've got an early lead.
Back out, Anderson for 3, and that one's off the mark and out of bounds. Indianola ball halfway through quarter number 1, trailing 5-4 to the Eagles, and now a McCoy True Value timeout called by head coach Jeff Jansen. Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. 4:04 left to go in the first. Pella Christian 5, all 5 from Jocelyn Terpstra. Indianola 4, all 4 from Lauren Blake, and seems like neither team can really figure out the zone, but Pella Christian has hit the outside shots. That's the difference right now.
Yeah, Jocelyn Terpstra, I think, is going to be one of the better players in this conference, and she's not a basketball kid. Soccer is her first love. She's a state cross-country qualifier, and she comes from a very athletic family. There's been a lot of Terpstras up and down. Without speaking and knowing too much about youngest sister, she's by far of the 3 I've seen play the most athletic, and Kaylee's right there, too, who played college soccer, but Jocelyn has been the best, I think, at adapting to other sports outside of soccer.
Well, scoring 19.5 points per game when it's not potentially your number one sport is a pretty good hat to hang on. They get it down low. Lauren Blake, that's been the play against the zone, and Blake with a layup coming back in after the Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. 2 points away from 1,000 as the pass goes out of bounds, tipped out by Blake, and still Eagles ball, length of the floor to go, and Indianola leads 6-5.
She was a jar of stick 'em away from putting that one up for 1,000. Just rolled off her fingers out of bounds.
And Blake with all 6 for the Indians. 3:42 in the first quarter. Pella Christian doing a nice job against this Indians press. Terpstra straight to the hoop. Layup is up, does not. And now a late whistle is going to be called against Mara Bishop. I thought it probably should have been blown earlier, but they get the call, and Terpstra will head to the line for the game's first free throws. Second foul against Indianola in the quarter.
Well, and it's hard to make a direct comparison because Pella and PC are different teams, but Indianola was so much more effective at getting dribble penetration against the Dutch. I'm not sure what Pella Christian's really doing too differently, but they have made it a lot more difficult, I think, for the Indians outside of Blake, who's scored all 6 points for them, to have that ability to drive in and kick out and get the offense flowing.
Well, Terpstra makes both free throws to put Pella Christian up 7-6, 3.5 to go, quarter number 1. This 2-3 zone, Indianola will have to make some adjustments, and they put Naughton in the middle rather than at point. Into the corner for Johnston, back up top Ortland, swings it around, Lauren Blake left wing. Blake now looks right towards Johnston. Inside, Naughton nearly had it tipped away into the corner. Ortland, she'll take the 3, knocks it down. And Bryn Ortland from the corner puts Indianola back up 9-7.
Well, and that's how both these teams, I think, their recipe to success is, most nights Terpstra and Blake are going to get what they get. It's who steps up outside. And against Pella a week ago, Indianola had everybody going outside of Blake, and tonight it's Ortland's really the first one who stepped up as Eagles having some trouble here with the pressure.
Pass gets over to Vandermole, and everyone kind of leaves her, but now they get it up top to Faith Kakmarinsky, and it's stolen away. Blake has it. 1-on-2 to the hoop. Layup is up, no good, and Eagles with the rebound. Pass gets down low, Terpstra, and Pella Christian has a 2-on-1. Down low, layup is up and blocked. I think that was Heisman, and it's blocked by Naughton, and now Blake has it after Indianola recovers. Blake from behind. Terpstra just takes it away from her and gets the steal. And now we get another turnover for the Indians. They lead 9-7, under 2.5 to go in the first quarter.
That's the third Indianola turnover here in the first quarter. Terpstra is one of the best steal players in Class 2A. 5 per game early in the season.
And now Eagles turn it over. Blake gets it from behind and loses it from behind again. I think that's a team communication issue too, as Anderson comes from behind and swipes it away from Blake, and Pella Christian with another chance at it. Into the corner, Anderson dribbles baseline. Help defense shows up, forces the missed shot, but Terpstra gets it wide open for 3. It's off the front of the rim, no. And the rebound picked up by Ortland, tipped it over to Blake. 1:51 to go in the first quarter, and Indianola leads 9-7 with the ball. Naughton has it.
Offensive rebound there for PC too. I think they're just getting some extended possessions here.
Naughton, right wing, Bishop. They look to go down low to Blake, but it was tipped up and stolen away again, and now a foul is going to be committed by Ortland, and Coach Jeff Jansen looking for the bench for reinforcements with 1.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and we're going to get Jill Smith and Bryn Bishop into the game.
We have Maggie Heinen in for the first time here for PC. She was joined by Chloe Heisman last possession. So the Eagles are really doing a nice job of disrupting some of these passing lanes here for Indianola. Vandermolen does not have a green light to dribble, in case you're wondering why she didn't.
Pass goes right side. Kakmarinsky, defended by Smith, nearly loses it, picks up her dribble, Indianola starts to converge, passes on the deck, and Blake has it. Blake, right side, Ortland, three-pointer, off the mark, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Kakmarinsky, and now a foul is going to be called on Indianola again. Their 4th foul of this first quarter, and that's on Bishop, her first.
Well, the recipe is going well so far for PC. They're playing tough defense. There hasn't been a lot of good looks yet for Indianola outside of some of those layups for Blake, and the Indians are playing sloppy basketball right now.
Well, they've got some work to do with 1:09 left to go, and they chuck it deep again. Over the top pass is going to go down to Terpstra. Ortland there in defense, tries to get the block. Terpstra takes it straight to the hole, and we're all tied at 9 after the layup is up and in. Terpstra with 9 first quarter points, under a minute to go.
All for the Eagles there, and we're going to call that one our drive to the basket presented by Champion Seed Dealer Jay Boat when we have a moment. That's a great play in the open court there for PC.
Blake, top of the key, splits the defense, has it taken away from her by Terpstra. 1-on-none, down the floor, layup is up and in, and Pella Christian, led by Terpstra, leads 11-9 with 35 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Terpstra is just beating the Indians by herself right now.
She's got 3 steals and 11 points.
This 2-3 zone is causing Indianola fits. Smith over to Blake. Thought about a deep three, finds Ortland in the middle. Turnaround jumper does not fall after rattling around, and Pella Christian stops another offensive rebound attempt, and they can hold for the final shot of the first quarter.
And they will. Joss is just she'll be such a special player this year for PC.
Heinen has it on the elbow. Into the corner, 3 seconds to go. Back out, Terpstra's going to have to put up a shot. 1 second, drives to the hoop, puts up a floater, and it falls, and it's in. And 13 points in the first quarter for Jocelyn Terpstra, and she's taken over. Indianola trails Pella Christian 13-9. Back inside Indianola Activities YouTube and KNIAKRLS.com after this.
At Vision for Less, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40, and 2 pairs of progressives start under $80. Using insurance? We accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. We've got glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at Vision for Less. Right glasses, right price, right now.
There's more to a dealership than just sales and service. At Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Indianola, their experienced parts department has all the high-quality factory parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly, even when the cold weather comes. And if you're in the market for a new or used Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram car, SUV, or pickup, their top-notch finance department has you covered and can get you out on the road in the vehicle you're looking for quickly and smoothly. From parts and service to financing on your next ride, think Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Indianola.
A 13-point performance for Jocelyn Terpstra, and the buzzer-beating shot is our Raise the Roof moment of the game, brought to you by Randall Roofing. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. Eagles have a 13-9 lead on number 2 and 4A Indianola.
And we welcome you inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth for the start of quarter number 2. Again, down 13-9, Indianola having trouble against this Eagles zone. Naughton, top of the key, finds Bishop, picks up her dribble, goes left side to Blake. Cross court, Mara Bishop. Thought about a deep three, now looks inside Naughton. Splits the defense over to Blake, wide open for 3. Knocks it down, and Lauren Blake, over 1,000 points in her Indianola career, puts Indianola back within 1. Congratulations to Lauren.
And speaking of Raise the Roof, let's call that our Raise the Roof moment of the game, presented by the Indianola YMCA.
Indianola YMCA, as a triple comes up off the mark here for the Eagles. They get an offensive rebound. We'll finish that Raise the Roof moment here in just a second. Eagles leading 13-12. Have it top of the key. Goes left side, deep three is up and answer, no good. Pella Christian can't get the offensive rebound. Tonight's Raise the Roof moment, Indianola YMCA, no matter where you are on your journey, the Y is where you can be, belong, and become. Explore their offerings to discover new ways to connect your purpose, potential, and each other at the Indianola YMCA. Bishop's 3 is off the mark. Pella Christian with a rebound, but they immediately turn it back over. Now over the top pass has Lauren Blake on the fast break. Layup is up and in, and Blake herself has 11, and Indianola now leads 14-13.
Big 5-0 run here for the Indians to start things, so we raise the roof with Jocelyn Terpstra and her 13th point of the game to end the first quarter, and history for Indianola to begin the second quarter. We are having a lot of fun here in this half that's a little anticipated. The Eagles giving the Indians a ride here early.
Deep 3 is up and in for Faith Kakmarinsky. She hits from long range, and we're just trading triples now. 16-14 Pella Christian leads.
Well, and this is what makes the conference so good, right? Is any given night, we especially think so on the boys' side, but, you know, this is the game I think we anticipated a week ago when Pella was here. Pella Christian down 2 starters, and they're playing very well here. Their zone, as you said, giving Indianola fits. They get another rebound, and it is a fast break opportunity here for PC. No, they'll pull it back.
So Bishop missed the 3 from the corner, and now Pella Christian trying to extend their lead. Heisman has it, now gets it over left side. Terpstra has had the hot hand. They put Lauren Blake on her. So the two scorers going head-to-head on the defensive side as the pass now gets into the corner. Back up top, into the hands of Heinen. Swinging it around, back over to Heisman.
We've had 7 ties or lead changes here early.
Already down low. And swings it back around. Deep threes off the back of the look like backboard and no good. And Ortland with the rebound. And Indianola can tie or take the lead. Ortland over right side. Lauren Blake wide open for 3. Too short, no good. Johnston tried to track down the rebound. And it's out of bounds off of Indianola. Pella Christian ball. They lead 16-14. And Carly Anderson comes back onto the floor for Pella Christian.
Do have our first Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update. Van Meter 14, Pleasantville 10. Van Meter and Pella Christian playing each other. One night ago it was the Bulldogs knocking off the Eagles.
5:07 to go, quarter number 2. Eveland gets it back over. Now back to Eveland as she tries to cross half court. Coach Jansen wanted a travel, but the Eagles get it. Now dribbling baseline. Cack back up top. Three-pointer top of the key is short off the front of the rim. No. Ortland with the rebound. Gets it up top to Blake. Finds a cutting Naughton right to the hoop. Layup is up and in. And Emily Naughton scores her first points of the night. And it's 16-all, 4:40 to go before halftime.
Well, and with Carly Anderson there one-on-one, I'd like to see her take the foul there. I mean, at the very least, try to hack at it. She kind of just avoided the contact there and allowed the easy bucket. In that case, you want to force the free throws.
4.5 to go. Pella Christian's pass nearly goes awry, but it gets right into the hands of Kak Marinsky, who missed the layup but gets her own rebound back. Good maul movement by the Eagles. Gets down low into the hands of Evelyn, but her layup is fouled upon, and she will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Indianola's 5th foul of this first half.
Eagles have 3 offensive rebounds so far in the early going, none so far for Indianola.
4:21 to go in the second quarter, and Pella Christian taking it to the Indians right now, and free throw goes down for Evelyn, and Pella Christian leads 17-16. Bishop comes back onto the floor for Brent Ortland, and this is the pace the Eagles want to play at, or at least defensively, as Evelyn hits both, and Pella Christian 4-4 at the line, leads 18-16.
Now 9 ties or lead changes in this game. It's been a fun back and forth that we didn't anticipate, but credit the Eagles here on the road, and I want to give some love to their coaching staff here in a little bit. They've got a really great staff as that ball is tipped out of bounds, stays with Indianola. Kevin Van Manen, who's the guy there at the end of the bench, he was the head coach of this program for many years, led the Eagles to a state tournament appearance in 2013. Jan Jungling, that is the same Jungling as Lauren, the former All-Stater, Levi, the former All-Stater, and Dan, the former All-Stater. They know their basketball in Eagle Lane.
Naughton drives inside. Shot was altered by Eveland, and the Eagles grab another defensive rebound. Indianola is just not doing a good job crashing the boards on offense. Pass gets down low. Now kicked back out Terpstra. Swings it back around Heisman.
Well, and of course, Brad Ingber's too. His daughter, Paige, was one of the better.
And they're going to get over and back. It was not quite there yet.
Yeah, he kind of blew the whistle early there.
Premature whistle, but was headed that way.
Yeah, well, and that's, I think, for Indianola. They want that loose ball, a chance to go score.
Yeah, so we'll wait and see. Pass gets over right side for Bishop. Again, Indianola trailing 18-16, 3.5 to go. And the Indians not only not shooting well from long range, just not even taking that many attempts, as Coach Jeff Jansen saying, move this ball around over to right side. Jill Smith for 3. Knocks it down off the bench.
That's how you beat a zone. It's the extra pass and the shot that gets the defense to move just a little too much and commit to one side. And the issue for the Indians has been the fact that they haven't been able to shoot the ball. So I think that's the problem that they've had, is a zone is a great recipe against a team that is struggling offensively.
3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Indianola leads 19-18. Pella Christian with the ball, dribbling around Vandermolen, loses the ball out of bounds and looked like she stepped on the sideline. And Indianola forces a turnover and just looking for any sort of momentum.
Coach
here.
Ingber's not happy. No one came to help Claire. She's just dribbling on the sideline by herself with 2 defenders in her face, and really not a whole lot she could do.
Bishop, cross-court pass over to Naughton. Indianola, I think, needs to move the ball quicker as Naughton drives baseline over to Blake. She'll take the 3 from the right wing. Too strong. Offensive rebound number 1 for the Indians as Mara Bishop grabs the long rebound. Now right side as they reset on offense. Cross-court pass Blake. Looking to go back up top. Now they find Bishop inside Smith. Now to Naughton. Good collapse down low as Naughton drives inside, and that will be the first whistle on the Eagles of this first half. 2:21 remaining. Really that's the first deserved whistle as well, as we're going to see substitutes come in for both squads.
By the way, our drive to the basket, I mentioned it earlier, presented by Champion Seeds dealer Jay Boat, an independently owned and regionally focused seed company striving to build and maintain the broadest portfolio of genetics and traits. Champion Seed, they only champion the best.
2:21 to go, and Indianola on the inbounds nearly turns it over, but it gets out to Naughton. Drives inside, kicks it out, Bryn Bishop, now to Mara Bishop. She dribbles in, finds Jill Smith, swings it around Blake, top of the key. Still looking for somewhere, and Blake just pulls up and shoots herself. No good. Offensive rebound picked up by Indianola. Bryn Bishop off the bench does a nice job making an immediate impact. Mara Bishop, top of the key. Under 2 minutes to go now in the first half. Indianola leading 19-18 and setting things up here against this Eagles zone. Right side, Naughton splits the defense right between everybody. Layup is up and in, and a foul is called. We'll see if they count the bucket. And
no shot.
No shot.
They said the foul came before she started her action toward the hoop.
And no NBA continuation here.
Both fouls, by the way, are on Chloe Heisman.
Over the top pass finds Naughton into the corner. Blake wide open for three. She'll take it. Knocks it down. Lauren Blake's second triple puts Indianola up 4, their biggest lead at 22-18.
Yeah, that was a good screen set up underneath. I think it was Bishop who blocked out Heisman, and it left an open Blake. Blake was forcing a few threes those last possessions, that time in rhythm and in the flow of the offense.
Anderson has it, now gets it down low. A minute 20 to go before halftime. Cross-court pass, right side into the hands of Kakmarinsky, now down low. Pass was tipped up and stolen away by Naughton. And Indianola's defense forcing a couple of extra opportunities. Naughton, left side, Smith, up top. Blake thought about a shot, dribbles right side. Bryn Bishop, now down to Mara Bishop. They look into the corner for Blake, but Mara didn't see her quite yet. Over to Naughton, into the corner. Blake thought about a three. They keep swinging it around. Bishop splits the defense, puts up a floater in the lane, off the back of the rim, no, and then commits the foul on the rebound attempt with 54.5 seconds to go before halftime.
I think Pella Christian's happy with a runner in the lane like that. That's the second foul on Bishop, too, and she's in a little bit of foul trouble here for for Indianola.
Mara Bishop has 2, Ortland has 2 as well, so that extended Indianola bench, whether by choice or not, probably going to be a big factor in tonight's contest. 50 seconds to go before the Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Radio halftime show, and Pella Christian, now trailing by 4, tries to stick with Indianola. Kakmarinsky, pass down low. Heisman, shot is up, no good. And Indianola with the rebound, Bishop off the bench. Lauren Blake has it, 33 seconds and counting, and we'll see if Indianola holds for the final shot of half number 1, leading 22-18.
I think PC's okay with that. I think if they go into the half with a 6-point deficit or less, even a 7 point's not great, but the way they've played, they're staying in this game. They're a runaway.
And with the way Indianola played against Pella last week, you expected an Indianola squad to come out firing, and Pella Christians just shut down everything so far. 8 seconds to go. Cross-court pass down low, Blake. That's about the 3rd or 4th time they've gotten on that, and Blake with the layup is up and in. 1 second, and Pella Christian has no answer. And a first half that flies by. We'll head to the Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Radio halftime show. Indianola 24, Pella Christian 18.
We know you have choices when it comes to wireless plans for your home or business. At Strawber Cellular, we strive to be that local expert to provide all the service and expertise you need to make U.S. Cellular your choice for wireless service. Our knowledgeable staff can provide you with everything from smartphones and tablets to home internet and security options. Choose Strawber Cellular, your locally owned authorized agent for U.S. Cellular in downtown Pella.
Accidents can happen every day and to anyone, from first-time drivers to drivers who have spent their life on the road. Don't let an accident ruin your day. Smith's Collision Center in Indianola is prepared to help you whenever an accident may occur and is ready to get you back on the road in no time. If you have been in an accident and need your vehicle repaired, take it to Smith's Collision Center, located at 710 East 2nd Avenue in Indianola, and let Jeff and his crew do it right for you. Smith's Collision Center, a proud supporter of Indianola High School athletics.
Question: Who's Indianola's largest internet provider? The answer? IMU Fiber. IMU Fiber has signed up almost 3,000 customers in the last 3 years for their fast, reliable internet service. Give them a call and a local person will answer any questions you may have about their second-to-none service. Fewer slowdowns, fewer interruptions, and inside of more homes in Indianola than any other internet provider. That's IMU Fiber. Bringing hometown values to broadband services, IMU Fiber is here for you now and forever.
You're in the mood for a small town diner. So what exactly are you looking for? Great service and great food at a great value. Try Krause Cafe in Indianola. The waitstaff is the best in the area, making you feel right at home from the time you walk in. Krause Cafe's hot roast beef sandwich is award-winning, and their homemade cherry pie has been voted best in Indianola and has been featured in several magazines and travel books. So great service, check. Great food at a great value, check. Fill up at Warren County Small Town Diner, Krause Cafe in Indianola.
Welcome to the Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Radio halftime show. Southtown not only holds the keys to your next vehicle, they want to be a key part of the Indianola community. They do that by giving back to local charities and working with many local businesses. Southtown of Indianola working with you and for you. 24-18, Indianola leading Pella Christian. He's Andrew Schneider. I'm Andrew Swadner. And this Eagles defense, the story of the night, it's a 10-0 run, I think we had it, Andrew, at the end of that first half, but for a long time, that game was controlled by Pella Christian.
Yeah, Eagles played really, really great defense, and unfortunately near the end, I think their offense got a little too slow. It felt like they needed to kind of keep the pace up, and when you break that press, Wadner, it's so important to get that quick shot up, right? There was a couple times the Eagles went down and kind of hesitated with the ball, weren't sure where to go with it, and they gave the ball back to Indianola. That allowed them to have the big run to end that half.
And Terpstra with 13 points in the first quarter and held scoreless in the second. So whatever changes Coach Jeff Jansen made seemed to be the answer there. Let's go inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber.
13 for Terpstra, 3 for Kakmarinsky, 2 for Evelyn for PC, 16 for Blake, 3 for Smith, 2 for Knott, and 3 for Ortland. Rebound-wise, very close here between the two teams. It was 13 for PC in the first half to 10 for Indianola, 7 turnovers to 5, 7 giveaways by PC.
All right, well, we're trying to get some special guests up here for halftime, so we'll do our very quick second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. Of course, inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber. Neighbors, not numbers. Join today at PellaFiber.com. Second half adjustments for Indianola. Well, it's pretty easy. Play like the second quarter and not the first quarter, and play defense like the second quarter, especially against Terpstra.
It's efficiency of shots. It's not forcing anything. A zone wants you to take bad threes. It wants you to take runners. It's about getting the backdoor cut on the pass. It's about getting the extra pass and kick out for a three.
And I would say Indianola needs to try and find some offensive rebounds because Pella Christian is just owning the box out right now. Second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. One of the quickest ways to adjust the look of your home is with a new garage door from the gurus of garage doors, DeYoung Door Service in Pella. Take a short time out. Hopefully have some guests when we come back on the Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Radio halftime show on KNIA KRLS.com and Indianola Activities YouTube.
Hi, this is Derek Sparks, District Store Director with the Pella Hy-Vee. We are so thankful for our team members who help provide a helpful smile in every aisle. And I'd like to take a moment to congratulate our 2021 Service Award winners. Thank you, C.J. Porterfield, for 5 years of service. Thank you to Dan Vermalm for 25 years of service. And a special thank you to Randy Douglas for 33 years. And congratulations on your retirement. You are all appreciated, and thank you for your years of service at Hy-Vee.
Over the past few months, Pella Real Estate Services has been sharing real stories of real people saving real money by selling their home using the Prez Listing Advantage.
They saved $6,570.
These sellers saved $900.
They saved $2,550.
Why pay a 6% commission when you can save thousands of dollars, just like many others have, using the Prez Listing Advantage? Call 628-1BUY to list your home with Pella Real Estate Services.
Welcome back to halftime. Here on KNIA, KRLS.com and Indianola Activities. We have some special guests joining us, some alumni of the 1,000 Point Club. First of all, just everybody introduce yourselves so we know who we're talking to.
Hi, I'm Abby Blake.
This is Maddie Sorensen.
All right, perfect. Well, first of all, I'll just ask each of you, what's it like to induct another member into the club here tonight?
Well, I guess obviously for me it's special, so it's
A little
daughter.
extra special,
a little extra
obviously.
Special, but yeah, it's a great accomplishment, and yeah, we're just proud of her.
Yeah, super proud. This is just awesome. Just experience, just to see it in person too.
Yeah.
No, it's awesome. Great experience for everybody, great experience for the whole team, and great experience for her.
Well, we'll talk a little bit about the build-up with Mom. Did she know this was happening tonight? Because I heard mixed responses on that.
Yeah, we tried really hard as a family not to address it, and we didn't until about a week ago. I think Lauren's just a competitive kid, and she knew it was coming, and she mentioned it at home that she thought she was close, and my advice was to just try not to think about it, Lauren, and just go and play. You know, she plays best when she's loose and just kind of free, and we just didn't want it on her mind.
Well, you two, I believe, she was in 8th grade when you two were seniors. So what's it like seeing her? I know you don't get a chance to see every game, but when you do get a chance to see Lauren play, kind of talk about that development. Freshman year, now a senior, reaching that 1,000-point club.
Yeah, I mean, she's playing really well tonight so far. It's just crazy to be back. We were both talking, this is our first home game that we've been back to since we've graduated, so it's just super special to be back. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far.
Yeah, no, I'd say that, you know, she's a natural athlete. She's great at everything she does, and it's been awesome to see how much she's improved so far.
Well, we'll keep it with you two really quick before we end with Mom again, but talk about what you've been doing since graduation just real quick. Everybody get a quick update on some alumni.
I'm currently playing basketball at Drake University. I am a redshirt junior, but I have 2 more years of eligibility after this. So I'm going to be old playing, but yeah, having lots of fun.
Perfect.
I'm currently a senior at Iowa State, getting ready to graduate. I still go and I play some pickup every now and then, but just for fun nowadays.
Same. And well, how do you think the Indians need to do in this second half if they want to pick up a win? I'll go to Mom for that one with the basketball brain.
Well, we're seeing another 2-3 zone, which was a stickler for us on Tuesday night, but we're doing a better job attacking the basket. We got to find the gaps, and we got to share the ball, and whoever's got the hot hand, we just got to let it loose. So these girls know what to do. They just have to execute.
3,915 points between the three here. So congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
It's really awesome to have you here.
We'll take a very quick timeout. Third quarter coming up after this on KNIAKRLS.com. Thank you so much. Sorry for making you walk all the way over here. Okay, perfect. Thanks. It's always Rick. It's always Rick. Yeah, go underneath there. I might have screwed it up.
Let's hear it for the pep band up there tonight.
At Vision for Less, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40, and 2 pairs of progressives start under $80. Using insurance? We accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. We've got glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at Vision for Less. Right glasses, right price, right now.
Time is flying by. We welcome everyone back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on KNIAKRLS.com, as well as Indianola Activities YouTube. He's Andrew Schneider. I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola leading 24-18 as we get action started here in quarter number 3 with the Eagles having the ball. Up top, Vandermolen swings it back around. Drives baseline, Terpstra. She was quiet in the second quarter after 13 in that first quarter, and now a foul on the rebound, Andrew. And Indianola started to figure things out at the end of that second quarter, but Pella Christian's defense not going away.
I'm surprised you gave me the headset back. You got 3 very much more qualified people, and Rick, probably the 4th more qualified down here, as Lauren Blake will continue to add to her total. Really, really neat to have such great players sitting in front of us, talking about some awesome stories about their time here in college.
And I will say the only one not present of the 1,000-point club is currently an assistant coach on the bench with Coach Busby.
Wow. So in the building, and I think he mentioned another 1,300 or so points, Rick did. So we're talking 6,000 or so points between the 5 all in the club. It wasn't just little, 1,001 points, hey, we're in the club. These are some incredible people who have represented this program well, and obviously Grace still is up at Drake University. And, congratulations to everybody. Congratulations to Lauren. And the Indians off to the right start here. The Eagles struggling offensively.
And it looked like, I believe, McCoy True Value timeout taken by the Eagles with 7:05 to go in the third. In case you missed it, presented by DeArmond Ford. Indianola got off quick to another backdoor cut from Lauren Blake. They set that double screen and just kind of throw the ball up to their senior guard, and Blake has all but 8 of the Indianola 26 points right now. A 3 from Ortland, a 3 from Jill Smith, and a 2 from Naughton. In case you missed it, presented by DeArmond Ford. 26-18, Indians lead. Pella Christian ball coming out of the McCoy True Value timeout. Let's take a look at the road ahead for Indianola. Of course, the road ahead is presented by the Good Samaritan Society. They take on Ankeny out of conference on Monday, and that is their next contest. So the road ahead presented by Good Samaritan Society of Indianola as Pella Christian gets it into the backcourt. When it comes to your road ahead, think of Good Samaritan Society, where their professional staff is dedicated to enhancing your life, bring you joy, and creating opportunities that care for your whole person, mind, body, and spirit. As Pella Christian swinging the ball around the outside, finally gets an open shot from Terpstra, wide open for 3, rattles around, finally falls, and Pella Christian on the board in this third quarter. 26-21, Indianola leads.
Yeah, they're going to need her to do well.
They try to go backdoor again to Blake. Sorry to cut you off there, Andrew.
No,
and that
you're
time
good.
it was well read by the Eagles, and it had to go a little bit too high, and Pella Christian gets the turnover.
It's kind of funny hearing the collective groan in front of us of the section here. It's pretty cool to be able to celebrate occasions like these here tonight. The Eagles want to spoil the celebration here, and I think they got to do it here. But here's Blake again, tipping a steal up ahead, and she's fouled.
Fouled on the fast break attempts. Not a bad foul by the Eagles, forcing Blake to earn it. And I will mention this 2-3 zone, Indianola hasn't really gone to the hoop, and you talked about that earlier, Andrew. This is their first attempt at the free throw line tonight. The entire first half, Pella Christian was 4 of 4 at the line.
Yeah, and we'll see how the Indians respond.
Blake, a great free throw shooter, hits free throw number 1, has 19 points of 27 as Indianola leads by 6.
Well, and I don't want to put undue pressure on her, but she's got a shot, especially if they make a big run, Swadner, the way she scores, to get to 1,500 before the season's over. We're doing this so early in the year. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. No, and she's been that type of scorer, and especially so this year as the three-quarter court press comes back on. Pass tipped up, stolen away by Johnston, and here come the Indians. Johnston looking to go straight to the hoop, splits the defense, layup is up, no good, but it's off of Pella Christian with 6:08 left to go in the third quarter, and Indianola ball underneath, and we see substitutes coming on. So it's Heisman comes back onto the floor for Eveland for the Eagles. Over the top pass finds Naughton at the elbow. Drives to the hoop, layup is up, no good, but another whistle on Pella Christian, and that had to have been Coach Jeff Jansen's second half adjustment. Drive to the hoop. I want to see some free throws from this Indianola squad, who again, normally a very good free throw shooting team and normally get there at a pretty high clip.
Yeah, after being shut out in that first half, this is the place where Indianola wants to be, I think, to put this game away.
Up 8 now, matching their biggest lead.
I'm sorry, did Lauren make both of those?
Lauren made both, and now Naughton makes both. 4 of 4 at the line, matching Pella Christian, and lead 30-21.
Not trying to offend anybody here.
Just
trying
double
to catch
checking.
up. Trying to play social media man here for you, too.
appreciate it as Heisman gets the ball in the backcourt, has it stolen away by Bishop, and this half-court press seems to be doing a lot of good for Indianola, and Heisman does a nice job of not allowing a clean layup from Mara Bishop, and again forcing her to earn it. And you talk to any coach, and especially on the Pella Christian bench with the wealth of knowledge, you'll much rather have, especially when you're not in foul trouble, forcing them to earn it at the line, and that's exactly what Indianola is doing tonight with the 5th free throw for Mara Bishop. And a McCoy True Value timeout is going to be taken on the floor as we see our wealth of basketball knowledge. Thanks so much to Rick Wilson for setting that up. Yeah, Rick got I asked him very much if he could get that set up. We really appreciate it, Rick, so thank you very much. Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. It is about 5:05 left to go in the third quarter. Indianola leading by 10, their biggest lead of the night, 31-21, and have committed no fouls. And Pella Christian with 3 fouls and another free throw coming for Mara Bishop. Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, getting you back in the game. For more information and a list of services, go to dsmcapitalortho.com.
Let's take a look at our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Norwalk 23, Pella 22. That's at the half. Girls action on 92.1 KRLS. Knoxville on top of Sheraton 24-23. That's at the half. And then Van Meter. We got a lot of close ones here. 22-21. That is a combined score difference of 3 points, Andrew Swadner, on our 3 other broadcasts here tonight.
Absolutely. So just kind of a fun night. I love Friday night home basketball. So we're getting lots of updates, great games all around the area. 2 one-point games between Knoxville, Sheraton, and Norwalk and Pella. This game was close throughout that entire first half. Indianola starting to pull away now. We'll see if the Eagles can get some offense going in this third quarter.
And who scored those 2 again? I'm so
Mara
sorry.
Bishop at the line with 2, and now Indianola gets another steal. Pass gets out to Blake, thought about a 3, and her pass is nearly stolen away by Terpstra and tipped out of bounds as it was intended for Ortland. Indians lead 32-21 and seem to have control in this game after some halftime adjustments coming up from Coach Jansen.
Well, and in case you missed it, presented by DeArmond Ford and Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Here's a steal for Terpstra and then turned right back over again. It's been an 18-3 run here for the Indians.
Bishop picks up her dribble, finds Lauren Blake wide open for 3. Too strong, or too short, I should say, and the rebound comes down to Pella Christian. Again, 18-14, Pella Christian led, and since then, it has been all Indianola.
Do you like the profile picture I got for you?
I did.
Well, maybe not
you.
Facebook, but you know.
Pass gets over the top after another turnover. Naughton with a great pass over to Lauren Blake, and the layup is up and in. And Indianola now leads 34-21, a 20-3 run since late, I believe, in that first quarter or late in the second quarter.
Yeah, right at the half-court line, Terpstra gets the pass. I think the Eagles not as deep tonight. They needed, I think, another answer outside of Terpstra. I think Indianola's did a much better job on Jocelyn since that first quarter where she scored 13. And now they're just running and gunning and doing exactly what they wanted to do. I think Eagles just too short-handed tonight.
Ortland's 3 rims in and out, and here comes Terpstra one-on-one to the hoop. Ortland can't quite track her down, but forces just enough to not quite get the layup down. And, you know, you look at opportunities like that for Pella Christian, they're probably not going to come a lot as Kinsey Johnston's 3 is up no good. Tracks down her own rebound, no, as Terpstra now is going to take advantage of a one-on-none, and now Terpstra puts that one down, and Indianola's lead cut down to 11 points, 34-23, as this game has kind of reached track meet levels, and a McCoy True Value timeout is going to be called on the floor as Lauren Blake gets it, cuts through the defense, drive to the basket presented by Z's Eatery and Draft House. Of course, stop in and make sure you enjoy some of the best food in Indianola at the best prices. Fill up at Z's Eatery and Draft House before the next big game.
Well, our fan of the game, presented by Delivery.com for Pella Christian, is Ashley Tooney. She has won $10 toward her next order after ordering fresh food at a restaurant, whether it was George's Canaritos, Yamoto, Liberty Street Kitchen, or Dutch Fix. Every game night, there's no better way to celebrate than having hot food delivered right to your door, and you could win in our Delivery.com Fan of the Game contest.
And, of course, for Indianola fans, you can sign up at Godfather's Express and win a free single-topping large pizza. Still getting that set up, but they are taking names. So if you'd like to be our fan of the game, stop by Godfather's Express to register, then listen into the Indianola broadcast to see if you're the fan of the game, presented by Godfather's Express. I will say the early zone that shut down Indianola game plan and maybe tonight's creative idea drawn up by Brand Appeal, because that zone was really tough, and Indianola number 2 in Class 4A for a reason. You know, they have talent, but they were kept down low for a long time there, Andrew.
Yeah.
And that was a very good defensive play.
Well, and I forgot to mention a third way to beat a zone, and that's to get your transition game going. The Eagles can't get back on defense. And again, they're overmatched, I think, athletically in most of these spots here, and especially with Terpstra out of this game here, trying to take what little breather she can get. Eagles have committed their 6th turnover, in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. In the first half, they had 7 total. So they're really throwing this game away here. And credit the Indians who are playing some better defense, and they're getting the flow going here of the game.
Naughton gets it over to Blake, puts up a floater after a shot flake, and now tries to grab the offensive rebound, and Naughton will be called for the first foul of this second half on Indianola with 3:55 left to go in the third. Indianola leading 36-23, and this half-court kind of press, three-quarter court press is just really doing a number on the Eagles right now. Over the top pass is going to be broken as it gets up to Kakmarinsky. Over the top pass is going to be stolen away by Blake in a 1-on-none, and Lauren Blake straight to the hoop. Left-handed layup is up and in. She's got 10 in the third quarter, and Indianola leads by 15, their biggest of the night.
So she only needed 8 to get to 1,000, right?
Yeah.
I think she's got more than 8.
I think so, just a little bit. At this point, I believe all but 12 as Indianola forces another turnover. Blake fakes right, goes left, layup is up, no good. Naughton with an offensive rebound in transition up top. Mara Bishop, she'll take the three, too short, and the rebound picked up. Thought Bryn Bishop had a chance at it. Now Blake goes down on the floor for it and forces a jump ball with 3:11 left to go in quarter number 3, and possession arrow goes towards Pella Christian.
Surprised not to see the foul called there as Blake hit the deck hard, colliding with Carly Anderson on that shot attempt, but I think the realistic situation here is there are very few teams, I think, in the state that can match up with Lauren Blake. The Eagles, especially shorthanded tonight, just can't match up with her, and she's been such a huge difference maker. And, again, this Indians team is running away with it now.
As Bryn Bishop with the steal, now gets it back, just lost the ball going to the hoop, and it's off of Bishop as now they trade turnovers and Pella Christian ball. But, again, even if they don't score, as long as they get it on the baseline and kind of get that pause in play, they can set up this press.
Do want to note some of the weather. We do now have a special weather statement that's been issued by the National Weather Service about fog and drizzle that will continue, and they expect it to continue through the next several hours.
Eagles break the press after a bit of drama, but get it back cleanly into their half-court offense. Kakmarinsky, corner 3 is up too strong, and Smith with the rebound gets it over to Lauren Blake. 38-23 is the score. Now Naughton pulls up and takes a 3, knocks it down. Naughton doesn't take many, and gets the lead up to 18, 41-23, with 2:20 to go in the third.
Well, I think this game's no longer in question, Swadner. I think at this point, PC just doesn't have the firepower to consistently, as you see there, the big block coming from Blake as it goes out of bounds. Shot attempt by Terpstra. Especially with Agri gone, a player who can hit 3 or 4 threes in a row, there is just not enough scoring here for PC. They gave it a great first half, but the Indians, as I think they will many times, going to pull away here in the second half.
As Terpstra drives to the hoop, tough defense from Indianola eventually whistled, as that'll send Jocelyn Terpstra, who again 13 points in the opening quarter, now added another 5, has 18, and has a chance to get to her or past her season average at 19.5 with a pair of free throws here with 2:09 left to go in the third quarter.
Well, and here's your official total of the previous 4 combined.
5,135 points in the building tonight, and plus whatever Lauren Blake ends up with.
And right now, that would be 1,018. So I got it.
I'm no math magician, as Terpstra misses both, but gets the rebound back and puts the layup up and in.
Was that Terpstra you said?
Yep.
Offensive rebound. That would be 6,153 points from the Indianola Legends in the house.
Again, all in this building. What a fantastic showing.
And Rick said he's witnessed every single one of the shots that put him over 1,000.
It's true. Pass gets into the corner. Blake for another 3. That one's off the mark. Jill Smith with an offensive rebound. Still battling for it with Kakmarinsky, and we're going to get a whistle against the Eagles. 41-25. Indianola with the lead. 1:44 to go in the third.
Well, if we have a moment, the road ahead, presented by PellaMotors.com, we'll do this possession. We'll get to that in a moment.
Naughton fakes the pass, goes right to the hoop. Left-handed layup is up, no good. Eagles ball.
And the Eagles have the full week off until they host Grinnell on Friday. Doubleheader coverage live coming up on the Pella Christian High School YouTube channel. With, I believe, Trevor and Wynn coming up Friday on KNIA KRLS The Roadhead, presented by PellaMotors.com, where you'll drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee.
So Eagles just swinging the ball around. Haven't had much of their half-court offense this half just because this Indians press has been just kind of oppressive, but now Terpstra has it, defended by Naughton.
Oppressive and impressive. Any more that you want to add to that one?
Pressives.
Yes.
It's been pressive.
It's for 7 Eagles turnovers here in this quarter alone. Eagles trying to extend the possession here.
Under a minute to go, Terpstra splits the defense, puts up a nice floater off the backboard, does not fall, and tracks down her own rebound. Now goes straight to the hoop and is fouled on the way there, and will have another chance at the free throw line to get 2 more for Pella Christian, who I know you mentioned, Andrew, it's been tough for the Eagles this quarter, but still a 16-point contest, hanging around, doing what they need to do, as Terpstra will head to the bench, I think, just maybe a little bit of blood or trying to wipe away everything here.
And she's the shooter here, so she'll need a Band-Aid quick. And, you know, I'm impressed with Jocelyn.
Absolutely.
Not to say for a player, again, who basketball isn't her first choice. She's a great athlete. And for her to be able to go against a team like this, at this caliber, and to put up 20 points, 4 steals, 3 rebounds, I don't think PC's had a perimeter player this good since their state tournament teams. And I say that with confidence. And she's a real special player, and if the other girls can really improve throughout the course of the season, they get healthy with Emery back on the floor, I don't want to see Jocelyn Terpstra from a Class 2A team. I think she is good enough to get the Eagles on a run to a sub-state final.
Hits the first free throw there, and I'd agree. I mean, she's been
everywhere
tonight, offense and defense, and she can get that going from outside. It'll be tough to stop. 41-27, Indianola leads.
4-0 run here for the Eagles.
At the end of this quarter, and Naughton dribbles right and just took a little bit another of a half step and forces another turnover. Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update coming in. Again, we have 3 other games on the air. Van Meter 35, Pleasantville 27 at the end of the third. 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Indianola sets up their press as Kakmarinsky has it, gets it down low into the hands of Heinen, and it looks like it turned over, and now Bryn Bishop has it into the front court for Blake. 20 seconds to go, quarter number 3. Indianola leads 41-27 and holding for the final shot, says head coach Jeff Jansen. Blake dribbling up near the volleyball line. Kakmarinsky comes out to kind of token defend her. 6 seconds to go. Cross-court pass, Blake. She'll take the deep 3. Knocks it down, and Lauren Blake continues to put on a show. And that ends quarter number 3. 44-27, Indianola takes control, leading by 17. Fourth quarter after this on KNIA KRLS.com and Indianola Activities YouTube.
At Downey Tire Pros, we love the drive. We know it's not just about horsepower and cargo capacity. It's about the miles driven, the time shared, and the song sung. Life is lived best in motion, ready for any adventure and facing every turn head on. Downey Tire Pros will help keep you on the road with a full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. With Downey Tire Pros by your side, you can continue to explore the unfamiliar. That's our promise to you. Visit us online today. Downey Tire Pros, we're more than just tires.
The brakes in the car go stop, stop, stop. Stop, stop, stop. Stop, stop, stop. The brakes in the car go stop, stop, stop at Central Tire and Auto.
If the brakes on your car squeak and grind when you try to stop, Central Tire and Auto and Pella can help. For tires and brakes, front-end work, there are no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart and Pella. Everybody now.
At Central Tire and Auto.
Rick Wilson's walking it out in front of us. 8 minutes to go on the game clock. Thankfully, the cameras aren't on him.
I'm walking it out, too.
44-27.
I'm already into the
Pella
Indianola
Christian.
spirit here, Swadner.
Well, it's infectious as Indianola has the ball. Naughton drives inside, splits the defense. Layup is up and in. We're inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth. Naughton with 9 points now. The second leading scorer for Indianola. 7:40 to go in the ball game. And this, again, three-quarter court press is causing the Eagles a lot of problems as Terpstra gets it into the front court. Left side, Heisman wide open for three. Too strong. Long rebound picked up by Terpstra. Goes into the lane, kicks it back out. Kakmarinsky, cross court, back up top. Heisman. And Pella Christian with a patient half-court set here, trailing 46-27. Terpstra into the corner. Kakmarinsky. This young Eagles squad getting valuable experience over the top pass. Tipped up by Bishop and out of bounds will be Pella Christian ball. 7:08 left to go, quarter number 4. In case you missed it, presented by DeArmond Ford. Lauren Blake got 1,000 points in her career earlier this game on a three-pointer in quarter number 2. Congratulations to Lauren.
Feels like she stuffed 1,000 in this game. She's up to 29. I know I won't get to see her. I'm not sure if I'm doing another Indianola Pella or Pella Christian broadcast, but what a phenomenal athlete. I'm happy I could be here for that moment. It's always special to see the great athletes we have on our airwaves, regardless of where they go to school. Again, my heart's always going to be in Pella, but it's great to see a great young lady like her represent her school.
A long rebound, I agree, Andrew, and it's been a lot of fun following that career for my whole time here. Started covering the Indians full-time 4 years ago.
I think you called Berg and Sorensen. And
we started covering Indianola again as a
I did too, actually, at State one year. So, really cool.
Another layup is up and in for Indianola, or I should say no good. And now Lauren Blake with a rebound, up and in, and a foul is called. And Indianola's Lauren Blake over 30 points now at 31 and a chance at a free throw.
Do have quite the IMU instant radio update. We expected a good one in Grinnell. We're getting a good one. It's DCG Grinnell, a top 15 showdown, tied at 41 after 3.
Running out of score sheet, and that again could game that could tie or could determine a lot in Little Hawkeye Conference standings tonight. As DCG Grinnell, as Pella Christian has the ball trapped into the corner under 6.5 to go, and now need to get the ball over the half-court line, and over the top pass finds Terpstra, has a lane to the hoop. Layup is up too strong. Offensive rebound for the Eagles is up no good, and Bishop finally grabs it for the Indians with 6:10 to go in the contest. Bishop has it right wing. Goes to the hoop. Layup is up by Johnston after a nice dump off, and Kinsey Johnston scores her first 2 points of the contest and put Indianola up 53-27. Terpstra dribbling out of bounds, has it knocked out by Ortland, and it will be Pella Christian ball. Still about 3/4 of the way up the half-court line on the sideline.
Still awaiting a Newton-Oskaloosa update here.
Indianola just double-team these Eagles ball handlers, and Naughton grabs the ball. Splits the defense, goes up, left-handed layup is up, no good by Lauren Blake, and Terpstra with the rebound. Now trying to get down the court herself, runs into Mara Bishop, double team, goes into the lane, and is fouled by the Indians.
Took quite some contact there, that's for sure.
Yeah, to continue my point earlier, Andrew, we had covered the Indians in the state tournament a couple of times before we were full-time over here. I know when Grace and Maddie Sorensen were juniors on their run there. I know you ended up calling a game as Terpstra's free throw rims off.
I don't remember why I did that, but I did.
Just kind of happened to be there one night. And I know Rick and I went there when they made the state semifinals run. And the second one rims out for Terpstra. And that very next year, big reset to the program was Lauren Blake and Mara Bishop were freshmen, as well as Kinsey Johnston. And
here they are.
Here they are as seniors. Pass gets out to Mara Bishop for three. It's up no good. And Naughton tried to get the offensive rebound, but it's off of Naughton and out of bounds. Eagles ball. And I think Naughton thought it was off an Eagles player and avoided the ball, but either way, Pella Christian ball trailing by 26. Second half has been all Indians.
Eagles over the half-court line, and a travel by Cack. That is their 9th turnover of the half unofficially. I think there's been more, but losing count here.
And this is the dangers that Pella Christian goes through. You know they're going to be battle-tested by the time they get to Class 2A playoffs, and it doesn't get any easier. Grinnell coming up next, and then Dallas Center Grimes. And, of course, then a return trip for everybody as Lauren Blake's pass intended down low for Kinsey Johnston, picked off by the Eagles, who force another turnover. Terpstra has it, now up to Heisman, and fouled by Mara Bishop with 4:55 remaining in the contest. That's 3 on Mara.
Whistles are kind of coming out a little more here in this fourth quarter. And I get you got to call what's in front of you, so I'm not trying to say don't call what's in front of you, but I'm not seeing a whole lot.
After letting them play for a long time in this contest.
And I'm not seeing a ton.
And now Bishop gets another foul. Just kind of looked like she crossed feet there with Terpstra.
Well, that's her fourth.
So the one player in foul trouble was Mara Bishop. Picks up 2 immediate fouls, and we're going to see Jill Smith come into the game.
In case you missed it, presented by the Veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Jocelyn Terpstra, 22 points tonight, 5 rebounds, 4 steals for the very talented junior.
Over the top pass, nearly picked off by Johnston, but Pella Christian inbounds safely. Heisman has it. Top of the key, defended by Blake, and now has it tipped away and stolen away by Naughton. Down the floor, layup was up and in.
I've got her for 6 steals unofficially tonight. Emily's been a very good, especially here in the second half, on-ball defender, and she's jumped in front of some passes from Eagles, and I think has been a big part of this. She's not getting the points, but she's been a big part of this pull away here in the second half.
That's been a big part of expanding her game as well. She's always been the great defender as Pella Christian gets double-teamed up top, passes tipped up, but it gets over to the hands of Vandermolen, who drives inside, kicks it into the corner. 3-pointers up for the Eagles, too strong. Naughton with the rebound, as Naughton has added scoring to her repertoire this season as well, as Jill Smith tracks down a long pass up top Lauren Blake, and Indianola resets with less than half of the quarter left to go. Under 4 minutes before this contest is settled, Indianola leads 55-27. Lauren Blake has it top of the key. Naughton dribbles, cross-court pass over to Blake. Now back over to Naughton. She'll take the 3. Knocks it down. Naughton with 7 points here in the fourth. She's got 14 overall, and like I said, Indianola was always going to be who's that secondary scorer, and Naughton has been that scorer so far. Her and Bryn Ortland nearly averaging double figures. Naughton at 10, Ortland at 9.8. And we're going to see the bench emptied here for the Indians with 3:15 and counting to go. Pass up top to Terpstra for Pella Christian. Nearly stolen away a couple of times. Heisman turns around, puts up a shot. It's up no good. Anderson with the rebound. Pass left side is going to be up no good from Vandermolen, and Blake will have it. And 3 minutes.
Blake not a lot of rebounds tonight. If there's one thing she hasn't done well, just 2 rebounds, but 31 points and 4 steals and a block shot. I think she's done more than her fair share.
2:50 to go in the ball game. Indianola setting up their play. Naughton dribbles it inside, kicks it out to the referee, who is wide open, but unfortunately was standing out of bounds. So miscommunication there, as we're going to see Taylor Powers come into the game. So in for Indianola, also Trista Hawkins and Bryn Bishop, joined by Jill Smith and Kinsey Johnston.
I think that would have been something if he would have, put up a shot or something.
He was wide open. I don't know why he didn't take the shot. Pass gets over left side into the hands of Anderson, dribbling left, tries to kick it underneath. Nice pass down low, finds Eveland, and Eveland forces 2 shots as she's fouled on the attempt with 2:34 remaining. 7:19, or excuse me, it's 7:19 in the evening. So doing a nice job on time for those expecting the boys game to start at around 7:45, and the first free throw is up no good for the junior forward. Since Pella Christian started 4 of 4 at the line, they are now 2 of 7. Make that 2 of 8 in this second half. And Indianola did not attempt a first half free throw, and they are 7 of 7 in the game.
By the way, I do have an Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update. Oskaloosa 38, Newton 24. Girls action, end of 3.
Pass is tipped up and stolen away. Terpstra one-on-one to the hoop. Layup is up and in. And Terpstra gets her first points of the fourth quarter.
5th steal. Great night for Joss.
So Powers has it top of the key, finds Bishop at the elbow. Right side Hawkins, she'll take the 3, knocks it down. Trista, did that not go in?
No, it hit off the side of the rim and just deadened, and it looked like it went through the net, but it's a rebound there for Faith Cack.
Well, apologies to Trista. Under 2 minutes to go, Pella Christian with the rebound.
I can see from our angle how, and I just.
Pass goes left side, Heisman. She'll take the 3. Good look. Off the front of the rim, no. And it looks like a rebound was called as Johnston tried to box out Eveland. Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update coming in. Pella 37, Norwalk 30. So the Dutch kind of pulling away in that one by 7 against the Warriors just up the road.
I think that's the 4th place game in this conference. I think Pella Christian's going to give some of those teams fits, and I think Oskaloosa's right there. I think they're probably the 6th best team, but I think that's 4 and 5 in the conference, Pella Norwalk. And Pella right now is in the driver's seat. And Swadner, that's a game that historically, she stepped right on the line on the turnover, Indianola. That historically has been just such a defensive slugfest. I think I called one, it was like 24-18 final. So this one's a little bit more pace, thankfully for Trevor and John. Eagles down here 58-29. You are listening to Eagles basketball powered by Bank Iowa on KNIA-KRLS.com via the KRLS 2 stream and the IHS YouTube channel.
So Carly Anderson has the ball, double teamed, gets it over to Faith Cack. Down low, Heisman. Now swings it back around, Terpstra trying to go one-on-one, defended by Powers. Gets it down low, dribbling left into the hands of Anderson. Swings it back around Terpstra. Under a minute to go here. Swings it around into the hands of Heisman. Now Cack, and they're going to think we're going to get a McCoy True Value timeout called by the Eagles. Can't take them with you, so might as well with 50.4 seconds to go. Do want to mention, in case you missed it, presented by DeArmond Ford. Lauren Blake over 1,000 points and over 30 points in tonight's game, but over 1,000 points in the career. And we have 4 other Indians on in this gym in Abby Blake, Maddie Sorensen, Jamie Busby, and Grace Berg, who 3 of them joined us for that.
And 6,155 points
6,155 points
really
in
cool.
this gym.
By the way, creative idea tonight drawn up by Brand Appeal for PC and even Indianola. I think that pressure that Indianola, it wasn't full court pressure, but the 3/4 court created 9 second-half turnovers. Your creative idea drawn up by Brand Appeal for branding, print, web, or video. Call Brand Appeal, relentless for you. And tonight's game brought to you by BSN Sports and Windmill Print and Stitch in Pella. Windmill Print and Stitch is a locally owned, decorated apparel company right in Pella, and they're a proud partner of BSN Sports. If you need apparel for your team or business, just like we got at KNIA KRLS, call Phil Hemming with BSN Sports at 620-8337 or stop into the BSN Sports Windmill Print and Stitch office on Southeast 14th Street in the Tulip City.
And you're looking snazzy in your new polo.
Yeah, I got the horizontal stripes. It's very slimming on me.
It is. As Terpstra drives inside, puts up a shot, is up no good, and a rebound by Anna Evelyn will be up no good, but she'll have a chance to earn it at the free throw line. After a whistle is blown, Indianola up 58-29 with 40.4 seconds remaining.
Swadner, I don't know how we do all the sponsorship stuff, but thank you to all of our incredible sponsors from both Pella and Indianola who are sponsoring our coverage. Indianola, it's been so much fun to see this market grow, and for all the businesses from Indianola, thank you, and I'm glad you've embraced us. It's been awesome to see Swadner have to go through what Trevor and I have to go through on a nightly basis for Pella PC in a good way. Thank you all for your support, and obviously to all of my good pals back in the Tulip City.
Evelyn makes 1 of 2, puts Pella Christian up across the 30-point mark in this contest, and Indianola's going to walk away with their second Little Hawkeye Conference victory as Johnston has it up top. Powers dribbling inside, puts up a floater, does not hit anything but the backboard after a bit of contact, but with 18 seconds to go, Pella Christian might get one more shot up here as Vandermolen has it right wing. She'll take the right wing 3. It's off the mark, and wherever the rebound goes down, and with 10.7 seconds left, we're going to get a whistle, which will send Indianola to the free throw line, actually. For 1-1. That was on Heisman. Her 5th. So our first foul out snuck up on us a little bit.
Indeed. I think they're going to get ready here for the presentation. So, do you want me to go down there and grab
that? Would be great if you could. Thank you. I will handle all the post-game stuff as 1-1 free throw is going to be up and in for Indianola. Bryn Bishop scores her first point of the game. Sophomore looking to expand her role this season as she can't hit the second one. As Pella Christian will have it and will look to dribble it out here or maybe put up one more shot, and they do, and the 3 is up no good, and that should do it. 59-30 is our final. Indianola walks away with a win over Pella Christian. Postgame coming up after this on KNIA-KRLS.com and Indianola Activities YouTube.
All used vehicles are created equal. DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel, dent, and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Disney's magical animated treat Encanto, rated PG, is the #1 blockbuster nationwide, and it's still showing at Pella Cinemas. Critics say it's enchanting, warm, humorous, and emotional, with some tap-along tunes. Also showing at Pella Cinemas is one of the biggest and most fun hits of the year, Ghostbusters Afterlife, rated PG-13. And showing for 1 week only is House of Gucci, rated R, inspired by the shockingly true story of the family behind the Italian fashion empire. For a list of showtimes, visit Pella-Cinemas.com and enjoy a movie at Pella Cinemas.
There's more to a dealership than just sales and service. At Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Indianola, their experienced parts department has all the high-quality factory parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly, even when the cold weather comes. And if you're in the market for a new or used Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram car, SUV, or pickup, their top-notch finance department has you covered and can get you out on the road in the vehicle you're looking for quickly and smoothly. From parts and service to financing on your next ride, think Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Indianola.
Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is continuing to offer top-notch orthopedic care during these challenging times, and we are expanding. Here to serve you for your comprehensive orthopedic and sports medicine needs locally in Indianola, and with an exciting new service in our Clive location for orthopedic walk-in care, no appointment needed. Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, getting you back in the game. For more information and a list of services, go to dsmcapitalortho.com.
Welcome to the Greater Iowa Credit Union Radio Post-Game Show. Get up to $200 cash in your pocket when you get your auto loan with Greater Iowa Credit Union. Terms and conditions may apply. Indianola wins 59-30, and a ceremony currently going on. You can hear that rush from the crowd. A standing ovation for the newest member of Indianola's 1,000-point club. Needed 8 coming in, ended with 32. And what a game from Lauren Blake. What a career that's not quite over yet. Joined by Abby Blake, Maddie Sorensen, Jamie Busby, Jamie Elbert back when she played, and Grace Berg, well over 6,000 points on the floor right now for Indianola in Indianola history, the 5th of the Indianola 1,000-point club. Congratulations to Lauren, really happy to be a part of it. And thanks to Andrew Schneider down low who snapped a pick for me. DeArmond Ford Radio Key Play and Player of the Game. You'll enjoy doing business with DeArmond Ford and DeArmondFord.com. It has to be Lauren Blake, 32 points, ended up crossing the 1,000-point barrier and getting mobbed by her crew, and joined by the other 1,000-point scorers. Key Play of the Game, I think it'll extend to, it ended up, I think, a bigger run, but at one point it was an 18-14 Pella Christian lead, and ended it up being a 10-0 Indianola run to allow Indianola to lead at halftime, and that just gave the Indians a bit of momentum going into halftime. They certainly made some halftime adjustmts, but that's my key play of the game, is that 10-0 run at the end of the first half. Tonight's final stats presented by the Verduff Agency. Indianola led by Lauren Blake with 32, Naughton with 14, Jill Smith with 3, or I should say Mara Bishop with 4, Ortland with 3, Jill Smith with 3, Bishop with 1, and Kinsey Johnston with 2. I have Jocelyn Terpstra for 24, Faith Cack for 3, and Anna Eveland for 3. And any other final stats you want to include on there real quick, Andrew?
No, but our Hormel Foods key player of the game for PC was Jocelyn Terpstra. Looking for a key to your new career, visit hormeljob.com. And your final stats presented by the Verduff Agency. Let Chad, Lance, or Larry examine your stats and customize an insurance plan for you. The Verduff Agency, providing complete courteous service for nearly 100 years.
All right, I know I appreciate all the running around that Andrew's had to do. Neither of us got into radio because we're in great shape, and Andrew just sprinted down up and down some stairs. So thanks very much to him, making sure to grab that picture of all 5 Indianola 1,000-point scorers, well over 6,000 points in the building tonight. So congratulations, and we're going to keep on our Greater Iowa Credit Union radio post-game show. Indianola wins 59-30 in Little Hawkeye Conference action. Take a short time out and be back after this to wrap things up on KNIA-KRLS.com.
Ever get tired of everyone advertising rates like it's all they have to offer? Like auto rates.
3.09 APR, 3.94%, 4.72%.
Greater Iowa Credit Union is more than just rates. Greater Iowa supports local organizations, awards thousands in scholarships and classroom grants, and volunteers in our community. But in case you're wondering, they have great rates too. Current auto rates are as low as
1.99% APR.
Learn more at gicu.org.
If you are looking for some fantastic pork tenderloin, Wood Iron Grill has now joined the Tenderloin Trail 2.0. The Tenderloin Trail 2.0 passport is now available. Don't wait, get started today. You can get the passport by going to the website iowapork.org/Tenderloin Trail, get the passport from participating restaurants, or stop by the IPPA office to pick up the passport. Wood Iron Grill in Oskaloosa, home to one of the stops on the Tenderloin Trail 2.0.
Good Samaritan Society in Indianola is committed to providing an unprecedented level of quality service, compassionate care, and range of amenities to ensure the residents enjoy a carefree, fulfilling lifestyle that is tailored to their needs. Proudly serving Warren County and the surrounding Des Moines areas, their friendly, professional staff is dedicated to enhancing your life, bringing you joy, and creating opportunities that care for your whole person. Give them a call today at 515-302-6791 and get the next journey of your life started the right way today.
The holidays are upon us at Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella, and the holidays are all about destinations. So this holiday season, consider arriving at your destination in a new Ford or Lincoln with 0% interest for up to 60 months. Or pick out one of over 150 pre-owned cars, trucks, or SUVs to take you where you're going. No matter where you're headed, you're always going to need a way to get there. So check out our inventory online at ulrichford.com or stop by Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella, taking care of you since 1935.
Marion County Bank salutes the farmers and their families in Marion and surrounding counties. Hi, I'm Trey Sadoff, ag lender at Marion County Bank. We know that for today's farmers to be successful, it takes more than just hard work and dedication. It takes a commitment. At Marion County Bank, we're committed to our area farmer success too. As our area's leading ag bank, we invite you to visit with one of our ag loan officers at our Pella or Knoxville office for all your ag lending needs, concerns, and opportunities. We have the experience and expertise to help with your farming operation. Marion County Bank, serving you, building community. Member FDIC.
Are you prepared for the cold weather ahead? If not, you better take your vehicle to Keller's. Keller's Garage in Indianola can get your vehicle ready for the cold months ahead by making sure your heater is performing at its best. And don't forget about your tires. Keller's Garage can check the tread on your tires to make sure you're not left slipping and sliding this fall when Mother Nature shows up. Make sure you're prepared this fall by simply taking it to Keller's Garage in Indianola.
Hi, this is Chad Keller with Keller's Garage in Indianola, Iowa. I'd like to take time to thank everyone that trusts us to work on their vehicles, and for simply taking it to Keller's.
And welcome back to the Greater Iowa Credit Union Radio post-game show. Indianola girls win 59-30. Lauren Blake scores 32 and crosses over the 1,000-point mark for Indianola girls basketball. Joins a very distinguished and limited class of just 5 other athletes in Indianola history to ever do so. That wraps up the Greater Iowa Credit Union Radio post-game show. Get up to $200 cash in your pocket when you get your auto loan with Greater Iowa Credit Union. Terms and conditions may apply. We'll have boys pregame coming up after this on the one to count on for today's local sports coverage, KNIA KRLS and KNIAKRLS.com, as well as Indianola Activities YouTube. Oh, perfect.
If you've got someone on your holiday shopping list that loves Culver's, I've got a great deal for you. Stop in and pick up a $30 Culver's gift card, and I'll give you a Culver's value basket for free. As the name implies, the gift card makes a great gift, and you can keep the value basket for yourself or give that away too. It's up to you. Buy a $30 gift card and get a free value basket this holiday season at Culver's in Pella, where we're locally owned and involved in your community.
Do you have family coming to town for the holidays and you'd rather they don't stay at your house 24/7?
Then book them a room at Pella's only downtown hotel, the Amsterdam Hotel.
If you haven't been here in a while, our entire hotel has been completely remodeled, including the Liberty Street Kitchen restaurant.
And because they're right downtown, your guests can easily get to all the great holiday shopping that Pella has to offer.
Check out our website, royalamsterdam.com, for different packages that are available.
And then make your holiday guests a reservation at the Amsterdam Hotel on the Molengraat in Pella.
As we've settled into our new Bruxford's Home Center location over this past year, we've been hearing from our customers about some of the things they can't find anywhere else in town. So we went out and found these items that really make your house a home. Like a new line of custom bar stools, With custom height options, fabric to match any decor, and several metal finishes, you can get just the look you're after. Stop by and customize your new bar stools today at Bruxford's Home Center in Pella.
Welcome back to high school basketball coverage on KNIA, KRLS, and Indianola Activities YouTube. Joined by our newest member of the Indianola Girls Basketball 1,000 Point Club, Lauren Blake. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I'll go back before this game started.
Okay.
How much kind of did you know, the exact amount? Kind of walk me through your feelings about knowing that this was coming up.
Yeah, my mom was actually the first one to mention something at the beginning of the season. She's like, Lauren, do you even know? Do you even care? And I was like, I know. So going into it, I knew I needed 8. And a couple of the guys on the scout team kind of looked up my stats too, which is really funny. When we went to Lewis Central, they kind of jinxed me, but they're like, Lauren, you can score 19, but you can't score 20. You're waiting until a home game, so it's kind of funny. But
well,
yeah.
You did accomplish that.
Yeah.
But talk about early struggles in this game.
Yeah.
And it seemed like you kind of got the team going, but walk me through what you felt knowing a three-pointer put you over the mark. Were you keeping track, like, down to that exact point total, I guess? I know it's hard to keep track of during the game, but how'd you feel once you kind of got it done and over with?
Oh, yeah, that kind of, it's always nice just, like, to meet that mark, and then after that you don't really have to worry about much. But, yeah, just going into the game, we knew that they were going to run a 2-3, so we just knew that we had to open it up for each other. Luckily, our little play for the layup down low was working, and they weren't stopping it, so that was good. Brandon was giving me, like, perfect passes, so that was working really well. So we knew that the first quarter didn't go great, but we weren't worried about it.
What did it mean to see the other members of the club be here? Obviously, your mom was here.
Yeah.
But then Grace, Maddie, and obviously Coach Busby were here. But being out there with all of them, how did that make you feel?
It's awesome. It really is, like, heartwarming. Like, those are 4 players that I've looked up to my whole life. So just being out there with Coach Busby and my mom, like, that's awesome. Those are 2 people that I are with every single day, and they're some of my biggest role models. Grace and Maddie, I've watched ever since I was little, growing up playing. I've always wanted to be like them, so just to be out there with them is kind of crazy and surreal, and I wouldn't want to be out there with anybody else. It's really fun.
Well, picked up a nice win, so we'll talk about the season as a whole. Ankeny on Monday, and then a couple more games to go. What do you want to see from the Indians over the next couple weeks before we take that holiday break?
Yeah, so Ankeny on Monday is going to be a really big one. They're pretty tough. They've got a lot of girls, some good freshmen, so we're going to just practice hard this weekend, prepare, and just kind of play our own game. Hopefully they're not going to be in a zone so we can play back to normal, but we're just preparing a lot for them. Then DCG on Friday is going to be a big one also, but yeah, we're just really hitting it hard till Christmas break, so I'm excited.
All right, well, I won't give Ankeny the game plan.
Okay.
So thank you so much for joining us, and go down and celebrate.
All right, thanks.
We'll be back after this on KNIA KRLS.
Since 1984. As a family-owned company built on honesty, integrity, and loyalty, they pride themselves on getting the job done quickly and correctly 100% of the time. Hines Mechanical exclusively offers innovative high-end Lennox HVAC products that run more efficiently and more reliably than the competition's. Give Steve a call today at 515-337-2074. Hines Mechanical, dedicated to providing you the highest level of quality and expertise.
Welcome to the Downey Tire Pros Radio pregame show on KNIAKRLS.com. Thanks so much to Rick Wilson, our photo master of the night and master of ceremonies setting things up. Joined on the broadcast by Andrew Schneider. Indianola hosting Pella Christian in this Little Hawkeye Conference doubleheader. Andrew, we saw a fun one last week, and Indianola Pella Christian always seems to be a really fun one as well. And kind of as we get into our DeArmond Ford radio keys to the game for Indianola, they might not see, even in the Class 4A playoffs, and really there might not be another lengthy team like Pella Christian in the entire state. There's so many taller guys, it just alters every single thing of your game plan. So playing against height is just going to be really tough because that's not something you can simulate in practice.
No, and as we take a look at our Hormel Foods radio keys for Pella Christian, this is so different than what we saw a week ago. I think Pella, Indianola, and DCG are all very similar teams. They're going to run the floor. They've got 2 or 3 elite scorers each. They are going to play complementary basketball. Pella Christian is the wrench. They've got height all over the place, not just at the, Levi Skelhaus is a little bit short for a guard, but Bennett Sprunk and Jaden Heisman at the guard position, they're tall. And then, of course, Eric Mulder, the all-conference and all-state snub from a year ago. He's the one that drives the engine here for PC, but obviously that's where PC is going to have their success. And when they were here a year ago in this gym, they ran Indianola off the floor. And part of that was size, it was rebounding, extra passes to get to shots. This is a better shooting team for PC. I don't expect them to keep up with Indianola if it turns into a shooting fest, but the key for them is, can they get the ball inside and can they out-rebound Indianola and use that size to their advantage? That's our Hormel Foods keys to the game. If you're looking for a career, visit HormelFoods.com.
And our DeArmond Ford radio keys to the game. You'll enjoy doing business with DeArmond Ford and DeArmondFord.com. Let's do today's game time temperature presented by Quality Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. And it is 39 degrees outside, Andrew, but we also have some for our listeners in Marion County who may be traveling, a weather update.
And Warren County, I would imagine, too,
yes.
Very much in that. Fog in the area. We do have a special weather statement. No fog advisory, but we do have a special weather statement. So if you are traveling anywhere tonight, make sure you take a little bit extra time to get to your destination. Also a possibility early in the morning of some freezing roads. So I don't think it's going to impact our traffic from our basketball games in the area.